Okay. So I've pretty much said everything I wanted to say, like in that last part of the first thing. And what I think this is gonna be, it's just gonna be, what's gonna happen? The dark mist shit is gonna come in and be like taking over the city. Everything's gonna get demented and possessed and all that crap. Then what's gonna happen? Oh, then they're just gonna use some magic. It's just gonna be some magic bullshit, and they're gonna be like, oh look, it was inside us the whole time, and now we're all happy, and we're gonna defeat the bad guy, and now the Crystal Town is saved, and now everyone's happy. The end. And then it's gonna be a bunch of torturous episodic shit. Why do people like this? There is nothing to like unless you're like 5 years old. So here's that useless recap for no reason. I mean, okay, not for no reason, but whatever. This is so dumb. You literally could have just not made that first episode. Cut it out completely and just put this in there, and it would have been just as impactful emotionally. There was no reason for that first episode to exist. Like, pretty much every detail they just mentioned in this thing could have been built up throughout a season, and then the penultimate episode would have ended with that cliffhanger of the dark mist guy trying to take over the city. Like, come on! Like, this would be like if in Gravity Falls, at the end of season 2, instead of having Bill Cipher been built up and Gideon being this big villain, that it was just revealed, and then there was no build up with the portal, and it was just revealed that Stan had a portal, and then all of a sudden he just out of nowhere is like, oh look, I had this portal and I was gonna fix it, but now it's released, and now here comes Ford and Bill, and now the whole beginning shit happens. That's what this would be like if it just, that's what Gravity Falls would have been like if it was like this show. There's no build up or anything. It's just so fucking bad. Oh my gosh, dude.
She needs you, Shining Armor.
Does she though? What's he gonna do? Hold her head and be like, there, it's okay. You can be depressed. Like, what? What? There's nothing he can do to help her. More useless plot exposition. It's just exposition. This show is exposition, high-pitched voices, and painful dialogue. Fuck this show. Uh-oh, his horn grew into something. Characters think Pinkie Pie's annoying. Isn't that funny? Like, come on. What, so there's gonna be a hidden cave under the castle? Why don't they just take the statue and hide it somewhere else? I don't know, for some reason, Rainbow Dash just kind of looks like your stereotypical gay guy. I don't know why. But then all the other main characters actually look like girls. Oh, I guess they think that is the heart, but it's not. Okay, this scene is dragging on. All that needed to establish was that the other characters want to see the heart. They didn't need to just spend a minute just sitting there doing nothing. Wait, what? Oh, she's actually doing some evil shit. I assume that's supposed to be evil shit. Oh look, it's a cave under the castle. I fucking called it again. This show is the most predictable bullshit ever. Come on. So it's really far down. That guy's got an interesting voice, I guess. Actually sounds menacing. She fall down step. Isn't funny that? Tee hee hee. So wait a minute, she can float herself though. So she can fly then. What are these video game looking ass puzzle doors? Is she hallucinating? Or did she actually get sent back to the castle? No, this is just her hallucinating. What's his nightmare? I guess this part's better than the first part because there's something. God, this is so bad. Like, I just have nothing to say. There's nothing to think about or react to. You know, I guess now that I'm thinking about it, this is an A plot and a B plot. The A plot is Twilight going through the castle to figure out the answer, and then you got the other fuckers screwing around in the fair. What the fuck? But yeah, there's an A plot and a B plot to some extent. It's just Twilight's going through a bunch of shit, looking for stuff. Those idiots with the princess and prince are trying to keep the magic happening, and these idiots are trying to keep this thing from getting revealed. Oh, and there it goes. It's not the real heart, it's a fake. Oh, there's Spike grabbing her ass directly. That's not even an exaggeration. She's literally just grabbing her ass. Oh, it's security system? What? Oh, now she's trapped. But someone else will have to get the heart. Ugh, come on, just get to the point. Sweet, what was Celestia doing in this time? Isn't she supposed to be like the most powerful jackass in the world? So like, why isn't she doing anything? I don't know. Maybe they explained that, but I don't remember. Oh no, there's the last tip of magic going away. And now here comes the heart to save the day. Ugh, my gosh, this scene had a bunch of tension, and then she's just like, Spanky Wanky, oh my gosh, shut the fuck up. Oh, come on, whatever. What a shocker. They got the heart. It's all the thing done. I can't even talk anymore. This asshole didn't even do anything. The villain, he just made a bunch of smoke appear. Like, that's all he did. There's no reason to even be scared of him. He didn't hit one person, kill anyone, destroy anything. He literally just made a bunch of stupid ass smoke. That's it. The Discord guy just destroyed the entire town. The villain from the shapeshifter people took over the entire castle. What else happened? I don't even remember what happened in the first two-part thing. This is the dumbest, shittiest thing.
They're a rarity.
That pun.
Just a test.
There's another lesson in bullshit. This is so unbearably boring. Another fucking song. Why do people like this? This is a dumb baby piece of shit. Belongs in a fucking diaper that's been rotting in a dumpster for 10 years. It's like someone's shoving a knife into my forehead, slowly ripping out the shreds of my brain like spaghetti noodles. Fuck. It's genuinely hard to comprehend how bad this is. Like, okay, let me just list off a whole bunch of shit off the top of my head. Okay, so the first episode was just exposition. That's it. No reason to exist. It was entirely recapped in the first, minute of the first episode, of the second part, which was this episode. It had no reason to exist. It's just the characters spelling out in slow, agonizing detail everything that's gonna happen. That's it. And then this part is building up this villain guy, like, oh, he's really evil. He's gonna destroy the town. Oh, look, the princess is running out of magic, so the evil guy's gonna take over the town. Bad shit's gonna happen. And then he just gets defeated like fucking Boba Fett in Return of the Jedi. He doesn't do anything, except Boba Fett actually did something. He captured Han Solo when, like, it was a big, huge threat. Like, oh my god. Like, imagine if in Star Wars that Boba Fett was just like, he was just there and he's like, oh, I'm gonna get you, Han Solo. I'll get you one day. And then instead of Han being frozen in carbonite and then actually being captured and the heroes having to save him, there was like that same scene on that desert planet, what the fuck was it called? On Tatooine. And then he just got stabbed by Han accidentally turning around and then died. Like, that's how this villain died. Or get defeated. This show doesn't kill people, they just defeat them. Like, okay, so the plot. So you got the mist guy is starting to come in on the town, but then the princess just starts using her magic, but it's waning, it's turning on and off and on and off. Twilight has to find the heart thingy so that all the townspeople can put together their hope or whatever and save the day. And meanwhile, the rest of the characters have to keep the townspeople from seeing the heart, that they don't actually have the heart yet. And that's it. And then Twilight finds the heart, Spike has to take the heart over, and then the bad guy gets defeated. He literally does nothing. He doesn't hurt anyone, destroy anything. There's no reason to perceive him as a threat other than they say he's dangerous. That's it. Okay, again, I'll use Star Wars as an example. When you first see Darth Vader, he comes onto the screen and literally just fucking chokes a guy to death. He's like, you won't give him answers. When one of his own men, like high-ranking men, tells him something bad happened, he just kills him because he's like, well, this is your fault. And that establishes Darth Vader as a really menacing threat. Imagine if he just walked around like an asshole and he's just like, I am the evil guy, fear me, and he didn't do anything. You wouldn't care. You'd be like, oh, that's hilarious. Oh my gosh, this villain guy does nothing. And he was not mentioned before, so it's not like he was built up. Oh my gosh, it's so bad. It's literally the worst story I've ever heard. I'm not even kidding, I could write a better story than this. I'm just some asshole on the internet. Holy shit. I mean, hell, pretty much anything I would make would be better than this because it'd be shorter. And that would just immediately make it better because then you wouldn't be suffering for as long. Like, with that last two-part thing with the wedding episodes, like, okay, there's some level of tension and character development, kind of, sort of, world building to some extent. It's like, okay, sure. But then they just pull this random place that was never mentioned before right out of their assholes. This random villain that does nothing but is apparently a big threat for some reason. Like, at least with Discord, he destroyed the town and left it in ruins. Like, okay, at least he did something to make it look like, okay, he's actually a threat. But this asshole didn't do anything. He made a bunch of smoke. That's it. He made a bunch of smoke. He's all the threat of a campfire with a deep voice. He's literally just a talking campfire. Come on! Rating 2.5 out of 10 again. This is so bad. Again, the only reason it's not a 2 is because there was some attempt at a story, so I'm giving it some credit for that. It's almost becoming funny again, because it's like, how can anyone like this? I'm on to the 3rd season, and it's still shit.